Welcome back, true believers and spectacular Spidey fans, to another Evan-related video. This time, I will be doing another Spider-Man PS4 video tonight, so stay tuned. But if you watched my Christmas special, quote-unquote, video that I did on Christmas, I told you guys that I got a $40 gift certificate to my local comic book shop, Coastside Comics, which I went there yesterday, and I got a bunch of goodies, but all the GDC news was totally swamping me, and I was so excited that I totally forgot about it. I do apologize, but I ended up going down there, and I got a lot of cool stuff. However, I couldn't record in the store like I said I would. I couldn't give you a tour of what the store looked like, because while the store is awesome, some of the management there is kind of like, they're kind of jerks, and they don't like people recording or taking pictures because they think that they're taking pictures of the comics, which I understand. But I told them, like, oh, can I just record around the comic book store and show you, show my people what your store looks like and kind of advertise it online for you? Like, no showing. You can't do that. Not allowed. It's like, okay. I understand he's a really, old, rowdy owner back when the store opened, so I get it. It's totally fine. I said no problem. So I put a link in the description to 3 good pictures of how the store looks outside, how the main kind of area looks like, and a whole shelf of just amazing comics. They have DC, Marvel, Dark Horse, tons of unknown type of stuff as well, like really unknown comics there as well. I love that store. It's right nearby, kind of like my high school hangout. It's near my high school as well, but usually my friends and I always used to go towards this Mexican restaurant, Grand El Oro, that was nearby our school. And then afterwards, when I was just walking back home or walking to my bus stop, I just stopped by off Coastside Comics, just check if there's anything new, or just say hi to the store owner, because he's really nice. But I love that place, and it's part of my childhood, and I thought I would share you guys what I got there for Christmas. So again, I got a $40 gift certificate, and I haven't been keeping up with the comics recently for Spider-Man, specifically really old ones. So I got some recommendations, and I've seen snippets of these stories, but also they're really awesome, intricate stories that can actually help me get more of an opinion on how maybe Spider-Man PS4's story will unravel narrative-wise, emotion-wise, kind of see in what Insomniac Games is looking at for their research on what they're trying to do for the story of Spider-Man. Same thing with Marvel. Marvel's looking at all the things in the past, all the great stories, all the great things that have come from Spider-Man in the past. And I just got kind of, not a range, but just kind of stories that people have recommended to me, stories that I've seen little bits of, but stories that I think are really cool, and that I wanted to buy so that way I can have it in my hands and actually read it anytime I want to. So here you see my collection of everything right here. You have 3 awesome things that I got at Coastside Comics. If you can see it, I think you can. Right here, we have Spider-Man that came out, I think, in 2013. I want to say 2013, maybe 2012, maybe even 2011, who knows. But that is the story which kind of basically started the Spider-Verse, because that everyone was saying that's the story that could never be made, where the 616 iteration of Peter Parker meets up with Miles Morales from the Ultimate Universe, and that is the first time that they ever meet, and that creates kind of the lead-in to the Spider-Verse comic series, and also the game, which it inspired the game, Spider-Man Unlimited, the mobile game, which is awesome. And I love this book. It's so good. Brian Michael Bendis always knocks it out of the park, especially when these 2 iterations of Spider-Man are talking to each other. My favorite scene in this book so far, because I've only read half of it, but it is where Peter is meeting with Gwen Stacy and Aunt May from the Ultimate Universe, and he's talking to them and just sitting down and just expressing his love for them, just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. I love that scene. It's super emotional. Then, right here, we have Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 9, The Ultimate 6. This is a very interesting book, and the reason why I got this is because I think maybe if Insomniac Games does their playing right, if they plan out how I think they're going to plan out Spider-Man PS4, they're probably going to do something like the Sinister Six. Maybe not. I don't think they will totally, but if they have Mr. Negative and Norman Osborn, and from what we are getting so far, it seems like Norman Osborn is going to be kind of like back in the shadows type, doing things from kind of like the darkness type of vibe, and then Mr. Negative is going to be on the front center. We don't even know if Mr. Negative is the main villain of Spider-Man PS4, but we can say he is a villain nonetheless. So with Ultimate 6, This is just kind of getting a huge backstory on all these villains, how they're trying to take out Spider-Man. Then they actually end up having Spider-Man fight with them by force, or else they're going to kill Aunt May. I haven't really read much of this yet because I'm still reading Spider-Man, but this is so intense. I love the Ultimate Spider-Man classic comics with, you know, Peter and everything, and everyone was suggesting, because I have Volume 6 with Venom, Volume 7 with the X-Men, the early 2 volumes, and Volume 8. I haven't had Volume 9, and that is the one that I wanted to get the most, because it looks awesome, the cover art is great, and the story is just epic. And finally, last but not least, is a Nelson and Murdoch mug. I love this thing. I'm going to drink with it every day, like, forever, because they don't have any Spider-Man mugs, but this thing is gorgeous. I love Daredevil, the Netflix show, and Daredevil in general, and this is a really cool mug. I may end up giving it to my dad, because he also loves Daredevil. I haven't decided yet. I haven't even drank from it yet, but we shall see. Thank you so much for watching this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to share my Christmas special present with you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Stay spectacular, everybody. Peace out.